Are you planning to buy a car soon? If so, it's important to understand the crucial role that negotiation plays in this process. You see, when we're on the hunt for a new vehicle, the price tag we first lay our eyes on isn't necessarily the one we have to agree to. Quite the contrary. This is where negotiation comes into play, a vital skill that can lead to significant savings and a better deal overall. Negotiating isn't just about haggling over pennies, it's about understanding the value of what you're buying and ensuring you get the most bang for your buck. It's about walking away feeling satisfied, knowing you've secured a deal that's fair and reasonable. And the best part, negotiation is a skill that anyone can learn and improve. It's not exclusive to the savvy or the extroverted. Now you might be wondering, how can I negotiate effectively? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Before you step into the dealership, prepare yourself for negotiation. It's crucial to arm yourself with knowledge. Research is your best friend here. Start by understanding the market value of the car you're interested in. This will give you a baseline for negotiations. Next, don't forget to check the prices at different dealerships. Prices can vary from one dealership to another, and you may find a better deal elsewhere. This also gives you a bargaining chip during the negotiation process. Now let's talk about budget. You need to be clear about how much you're willing to spend and stick to it. This will ensure you don't get carried away during the negotiation and end up with a deal that's beyond your means. Finally, confidence is key. Be clear about what you want, and don't be afraid to walk away if the deal doesn't meet your expectations. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better you can negotiate. Now you're ready to negotiate, but how do you do it effectively? The art of negotiation is just that, an art. It's a dance of give and take, a delicate balance of patience and persistence. Let's break it down into manageable steps. Firstly, start the negotiation on a positive note. Approach it as a discussion rather than a battle. Begin by expressing your interest in the car and your willingness to make a deal. This sets the stage for a cooperative rather than combative negotiation. Next comes the critical step of making your initial offer. Remember, this is the starting point of your negotiation, not the end. It's a common practice to start with a lower offer than what you're willing to pay. This gives you room to maneuver as the negotiation progresses. However, ensure your offer is reasonable, not insulting. Now brace yourself for the counteroffer. This is where the dealer tries to regain control of the negotiation. They might come in high, aiming to meet somewhere in the middle. Don't be swayed. Stick to your research and the fair price you've determined. In the face of a counteroffer, it's your turn to respond. You can either accept, reject, or make a counteroffer of your own. This back and forth can continue until both parties reach a mutually acceptable price. But what if you don't? What if the dealer isn't willing to meet you at a price you consider fair? Here's where patience and persistence truly come into play. Don't be afraid to walk away. There are other cars, other dealers. The power to walk away is your ultimate negotiating tool. Throughout this process, keep your cool, be polite, be firm, but most importantly, be patient. Patience is the key to successful negotiation. It might not be easy, but remember, the best deals are often the ones you're willing to walk away from and come back to when the time is right. Negotiation is an art, and like any art, it takes practice, so don't be discouraged if you don't get it right the first time. So, what have we learned today? First, we've recognized that negotiation is indeed a necessity when purchasing a car. It's not about winning or losing, it's about finding a mutually beneficial agreement. Secondly, we've explored the importance of preparation. Researching your desired car, understanding the market, and knowing your budget are all crucial steps before you even set foot in a dealership. We then delved into the art of negotiation itself. Being patient, listening more than talking, and not being afraid to ask for what you want are all key. Now for our final tips, always be polite and professional. This can help you build rapport with the seller, making them more likely to work with you. Do not be afraid to walk away if the deal isn't right, and always read the fine print. Remember, negotiation is a valuable skill, not just for buying a car, but for many areas of life. So go out there and negotiate your way to a great deal.